Hi, I'm Dana Obelman. Welcome to this week's video. Today I wanted to give you some travel tips. I know a lot of you who've worked on the Sleep Sense program are probably nervous to take a trip, and the fear is that you're going to unravel all the hard work you've put into getting your child sleeping well. So I want to give you a few tips today that'll help you travel well with your children. I travel with my children all the time, but there's always a few things that I've had to keep in mind to make sure the trip goes well. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you bring along any loveys that your child is used to at sleep time. So your blankie or the baby's teddy, that's going to help make the transition easier. You're also going to want to make sure that there is some place for that child to sleep that is not in your bed. Okay, a lot of people do that. It's a really big mistake. If your baby or child is not used to bed sharing with you anymore, you don't want to open that door and have them share a bed with you, because then when they get home, they're going to want to share a bed with you. And then 6 months later, you're wondering how you got here. So, someplace to sleep. If your child is over the age of 1, you're going to want to make sure that you have someplace that that child can sleep that is not in your room. Okay, even if that means you put the pack and play in the bathroom, or they're in the closet somewhere, just because if she wakes up in the middle of the night and sees her 2 favorite people right next to her, what tends to happen is she'll think now that it's party time, and she's up playing and acting all cute, and this goes on for hours until she finally falls back to sleep. So, no room sharing with a toddler, all right? And if you're time traveling so that you've got a time zone difference, you want to jump into the new time zone as quickly as possible. Now, the good news is that a child who sleeps well isn't running on the same kind of sleep debt that most adults are operating on, which means that they're going to handle their jet lag much better than you're going to. But you do want to encourage them to get on board with the new time as soon as you get to your location. There's a few things you can do to help that process along. One is to make sure that there's lots of exposure to daytime light. So go out, spend lots of time in the fresh air to teach the body that this is daytime. When it's night, you're going to want to darken out the room, turn off electronics at least an hour before you want to go to sleep, so you can start teaching your body to release melatonin and start making you feel sleepy. Now, one last thing, airplane travel. That can scare a lot of parents. And my best advice around airplane travel is to just get through it. Okay, I have 3 kids. I've traveled all over the place with them. And my advice to myself is always just get through it. So make sure you've got lots of snacks, lots of toys, books, coloring, you name it. And if your child needs to nap while you're en route, you can pull out all the stops, okay? So if she's got great sleep habits, that might be a little trickier for her because she's going to want her own bed. So if she fell asleep in your arms or you end up rocking her, not the end of the world for that day only, all right? As soon as you get to your location, though, you want to get right back on track with her sleep skills, with the schedule and routine, so that she knows that that was just a one-off and now you're back on track. Okay, so the more you practice this, the better your children will become at traveling. It's just a few things you need to keep in mind. It's not quite the same as solo travel. You do have to accommodate your child's schedule and routines, but that's a small sacrifice to make in order to have a pleasant holiday experience. All right, thanks for watching today. Sleep well.